Destined for greatness as the second overall pick in the 2007 draft out of Georgia Tech, he delivered dominance. He's the all-time leading receiver in Lions history with over 700 catches, well over 11,000 yards, and in just 9 seasons, 1,964 yards came in 2012. That is still the most in NFL history. We're talking about Megatron, Calvin Johnson, the Detroit Lions.
It was like a man realizing his superpowers. It was like being with a superhero and seeing him realize he can fly and he has super strength. And then it went from practice, the weight room, to the field. And there was a moment in time where he was unstoppable.
Going up on top to Calvin Johnson, who makes the catch. It's caught. Megatron got him. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Calvin Johnson, he's going.
In the 2007 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions take wide receiver Calvin Johnson, Georgia Tech.
Calvin Johnson, in my opinion, he's the most rare wide receiver that I have ever evaluated. And when he came out of Georgia Tech, I have never seen a player that big, that fast. And there's guys that are big and fast, but they might not be big, fast, and instinctive, and have hands, and have instincts, and have awareness, and be smart. Like, I can only use the word rare.
Yeah, no, he came on his top 30 visit, and he walked in, and he was in like khakis and a polo or a button-up, or like a collar shirt. And we all were like, what? It was unreal how big he actually was.
Going from Georgia Tech to the league and get drafted to Detroit, go downtown and go to the stadium, and I was homesick immediately. It wasn't until when I got into camp, I got to that hotel, came here for the first day, it was like, okay, able to put all that aside and be able to lock in because I knew there was a job to do.
That's when we part of the deal, I knew everybody gonna have their eyes on me and everything, so it just comes with the territory,
The season opener, the visiting Detroit Lions and the host Oakland Raiders.
I remember this to this day when he got on the field, 3 seasons gone, all that other stuff is gone. God, he's big. Bigger than everybody. He was even bigger than the guys who were bigger than him.
I tell you, Calvin Johnson, I understand now why he was the best player in the entire draft. He's big, he's tall, he's lanky, and he can run.
Getting a look and got a wide open rookie Calvin Johnson. Johnson's first NFL reception is good for a first down. Getting a looking into the end zone. There's Calvin Johnson, touchdown Lions. Calvin Johnson reaches NFL pay dirt for the first time in his career on opening afternoon in Oakland.
He couldn't help but be an impact. As soon as he walked on the field, he was an impact. We all knew he was going to score. It was just a matter of when, and it was going to be often.
My rookie year, 2007, that's when the original Transformers movie came out. And Roy used to always just start calling me Megatron.
You talking about Megatron? That's Megatron. He's gonna show up to play today, 81, making his debut. He's gonna have a touchdown or 2.
And I was like, dang, man, ain't that the bad guy? Why, ain't supposed to be Optimus or something like that? But, kind of wrong. And I was just like, you know what? I could be the bad guy to the defense all day. That kind of works out. And it wasn't until my second year when it started to stick, and then announcers started using it as well.
6'5", runs a 4.3 40. If you stare at those two long enough, he almost kind of starts looking like Megatron too.
Back 4 yards deep in his end zone. Orlowski to throw. Look at deep right side. Got Calvin out there. Megatron, you are crazy.
You don't encounter a guy who has that kind of stature at the receiver position, that sort of speed, the hands, just the complete package. It was such a fitting nickname, and the guy was unguardable.
Now comes back to the left, looking deep, throwing to the end zone, wants Calvin, well covered. He goes up, he makes the catch. Oh, Megatron, you did it again. It is incomplete. No, caught by Megatron. No, you did not do that. Megatron stayed with it, hauled it in. Megatron is back. Wants Calvin, got him, in stride, 25, 20, Megatron touchdown, Detroit Lions.
I got to play with Calvin when he was a young player in this league. I wish what everybody knew about Calvin was what an unbelievable teammate he was, and the amount of work that he put into it and the unselfishness that he had as a player. But it's those things that, man, you never forget and made you really want to play for the guy.
Calvin Johnson was a Hall of Fame talent, and he had the work ethic of an undrafted player. Very early on, we were doing conditioning drills.
So I remember we would come in for off-season workouts. He always ran off to the side.
And I remember thinking to myself, why is he going to the far side of the field?
He would run as fast as he could during conditioning. He's beating us by 4 or 5 strides.
Just running like a gazelle, just easy, just flying. After about the 4th or 5th win, we saw alternators who would run full speed to beat him, so we can like take turns beating him, and that didn't work.
And he would win every rep by 10 yards. He's over there because he's not racing against anybody but himself.
You gotta put the work in at practice. You gotta put yourself under the stress that you would in the game. You gotta do your best to simulate that. Make it hard for yourself in practice. Like the great quote that Denzel said, you practice BS, you're gonna get BS. So you gotta put in a great practice to get that great effect out. And then those things, when you put that great practice in, it translates.
4 yards away is Johnson. There it is! Megatron into the record books. The single season all-time NFL receiving yardage record.
The Lions are 6 yards away from tying this game. Johnson in the back of the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Oh, point after away from going ahead.
He's the best in the business. The best in the game, baby.
We can have the argument over who's the GOAT, but we're talking complete. He's the LeBron James of wide receivers.
See, all I gotta say is you the best in the business. We gonna hold you down. We gonna open it up here because you been doing that for us.
If the assignment says you gotta block, he's gonna block his ass off.
81, Calvin Johnson ran him 3 yards out of bounds. Hey, good job. Way to block.
If the assignment says I need you to score 3 touchdowns in the game, he'll do it.
Johnson is there for the touchdown. Number 3 on the day for Calvin Johnson.
Our receivers coach said, you might need 300 yards, and I'm gonna go put up 300 yards.
About to get underway here in downtown Detroit. Glad you're with us. This is a big game.
I think it was my first year here, 2013, and we're playing the Dallas Cowboys.
The Lions starting from the 10. But clearly Calvin Johnson's proven over this year and a lot of years he is a big play receiver down the field.
Stafford sets, goes, got Calvin. 20, 25. Calvin still going at the 30. He may go. After Burner's engaged, Calvin at the 40.
Calvin Johnson being chased by 4 Cowboys inside the 10 and knocked out of bounds at about the 2 or 3. Pass to Johnson, touchdown.
They had some big games against the Cowboys, and this was another one of them. Calvin was absolutely brilliant in that game.
Calvin Johnson reaches out.
Got Calvin crossing 45, Calvin 50, and slides into Dallas territory. Oh, Megatron, you did it again!
And this time going up on top to Calvin Johnson, who makes the catch.
The passes that he was catching, I remember that last drive that we had, he already got 200-some plus yards. He's tired, man. And he's just catching passes left, right. I'm getting hit 2 or 3 guys. That was impressive.
Calvin Johnson stopped at the 1-yard line.
The last catch he got took the ball right down. It looked like the 1-inch mark, really. But it was, I think, maybe the 1-yard line, something like that. In fact, everybody, the fans were celebrating a touchdown on that catch. Well, didn't quite get it. They got it on the next one.
14 catches, 329 yards.
Hey, man. Listen up, man. We usually don't give game balls out after a game. But Calvin was the 2nd most receiving yards in the history of the National Football League in one game.
I ain't about to say nothing. What y'all looking at? We had time on the clock. Coach always tells us, you know, play to that last whistle goes, and we damn sure did today. So. I can leave. Y'all gonna ask a question?
Calvin was a guy who, he didn't talk much, never talked junk, and just let his game kind of talk for him.
I don't know why they got me mic'd up today. I'm the quietest guy on the team. Well, I got the camera on me. I don't ever say nothing.
Can I keep just one record?
Man, I mean, come on.
Don't be greedy, man. That's a lot of them up there.
He was humble, he was quiet, huge smile all the time. To have the guy that is that much better than everyone else, just to be one of the guys, it was special playing with him.
I respect the hell out of it. I've never seen one on all my career. I'm not kidding.
Thanks,
There's not another receiver I know of that's better.
I appreciate it.
Soldier Field in Chicago, and the Lions are getting set for an NFC North battle.
There are rumors starting to swirl that this could be Johnson's final game.
This game is all about pride. They want to finish the year with the win and on a good note.
Calvin just had this a little bit more of a joyous look, a childhood, I'm playing a game look. Calvin had an incredible game.
Good time, one-on-one for Calvin Johnson, lays out, pulls it in, touchdown Lions.
That was cool, man, to end it like that. I started my career with a touchdown in my first game, and I had a touchdown in my last game. To be able to go into that game, you know, and be able to finish it in that emphatic fashion, it was pretty cool. And be able to just stand in that end zone afterwards and know that, you know, had a job well done.
It is 3rd and 5 for the Lions here. Try to get that first down, put this game away. On 3rd down, he's got the football. Looking left, Stafford pumps, throws, got Calvin. First down across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Megatron again. The Lions are going to be able to put this one away.
Calvin went up for it, got it. First down, game over, Lions win. Right to the end, he was playing football.
Calvin.
Yes.
David Baker from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. On behalf of everybody who loves this game and the Pro Football Hall of Fame, I want to welcome you to Canton, Ohio. We are very serious about guarding your legacy there forever, okay?
I don't even want to talk to my voice is cracking.
That's okay.
A writer that I respect an awful lot and who's highly respected is Rick Gosling from the Dallas Morning News. When we're getting down to the Hall of Fame and all that, I asked Calvin, is he really a first ballot Hall of Famer? And he says, he can't leave out the best receiver in football.
Isn't this awesome, man? It's so cool, man. Walking into the room, seeing all these guys, man, it's like, man.
Yeah, I would have got it. Thank you.
I ain't got words for it, man.
I like that. That's good. Lions fans, the city of Detroit, you never stopped showing up. Every week you showed up. And this motivated me to do the same thing for you.
Johnson, a human highlight reel.
We back, baby. We back, baby. What up, y'all? What up?
Moments, people, and legacy matters. And this right here, this is a good thing. Thank you all. God bless.
They fly him in private? That's cool. That's what's up. How you doing, man? Good. Congratulations, man. What you thinking? What you feeling? I don't know. I feel good, though. Everybody's excited, you know, but, you know, we don't feel the pressure. We apply it.
It is good to have him around. I'm very glad that he gets to be a part of this again. And what we were all trying to do then, the team is getting there now. And it's great that he gets to be a part of it.
Last year was obviously a pretty special season for the Lions. And when Lo and I look around Ford Field, I think there's two things missing. The first is a Super Bowl banner, and the second is Calvin's name in the rafters. So on behalf of the Ford family, we are going to induct Calvin into the Pride of the Lions, Week 4, Monday Night Football, September 30th.
I'll keep it short. It's wonderful
to be here in this time and place, in this moment, especially with the organization that Sheila leads, all the way down to the players. It's great to be back at this time. What a great time to be a Lion. The things that made me most proud and what I fought for were my family and my teammates. It kept me going. That's what gave me the fire every day to push, to give that unblemished effort to you guys, to Detroit, to Michigan. Thank you, Ms. Sheila. Thank you to all my brethren. Thank you to all the gentlemen in the Pride Alliance for setting the example that we have to set for the generations to come. And let's get this win tonight.